Hey, welcome on Men in Distress. Today's topic is about single moms. Should you date them, yes or no?
I know I'm fine.
Don't get it twisted, I want you, but I don't need you. Put my own food on the table, come over and let me feed and let me...
Dating a single mom is a bad idea. We don't want to raise some other man's kid, because there is too much emotional baggage to deal with. Most single moms come with a lot of drama. The real dad is probably floating around somewhere. He could go back in the family, may have partial custody, and will probably be in your life at least a little bit.
So it happened again. I had a date cancel on me and we were supposed to go out for dinner tonight as a single mom. So it's a few hours before the dinner. I get a Instagram message that he's not gonna be able to make it. He has to bail. This was a guy from my DMs and he's out of town. He said he was coming into town, wanted to take me out for dinner. I said sure, cleared my schedule, made sure that I used one of my 4 free nights a month to meet this guy.
She said 4 nights only to date in the month? You can't be picky like this as a single mom. She is single because she made bad choices, and now she wants to be picky? That's too late.
Back it up, back it up. Girl, wobble it, and I'ma gobble it.
As a young guy, it's a bad idea to settle with a single mom. You don't want to compete with an older man for being the father of the family. She won't take you seriously. Worst case scenario, she has kids around your age, and she will always see you as another kid of her. Don't do that. Guys, never forget you have options. Never forget.
I can be honest and say dating as a single mother is literally one of the loneliest processes in the world. Especially if you're young. I'm 26, but you had my daughter at 22. I think for me personally, a lot of my actions were driven around me not feeling worthy of a relationship beyond something just sexual. A lot of it came from society and social media telling me like, oh, single moms don't deserve true love. Nobody could ever love you if you have a kid. You're too difficult to deal with. But as I've gotten older, I've just realized that like being a single mom, just like having brown hair and brown eyes and the color of my skin doesn't define all of who I am. It's a trait, it's something that's a part of me and who I am, but it just doesn't define what I deserve in this life. I say
it does define you. It means you failed already a relationship. So it means either you don't know how to choose the right person, or you're part of the problem. If she were a widow with kids, that's different.
Okay, this is a question for single moms that are dating, so hopefully TikTok does its thing. I'm genuinely interested. Do you prefer to date men with kids or men without kids? Let me know. Let me know.
Most women answered that they prefer single fathers because they know it's easier.
I want to be somebody who has kids and stepdad and da-da-da. And over the past 3 years, we've had countless of women who are single mothers, had men who are single fathers. And when it comes to the single moms, like I really listened and I really thought that some of these women are really amazing women. And I think we live in a society where people are like, well, they have kids, they're damaged. And I'm like, and I listen to these women, and of course I only get a glimpse of who they are. But I truly believe that there's a lot more to it than just, okay, well, she's a single mom, like I can't take her serious. So I don't believe that anymore. Is that ideal, dating someone who has kids? You know, perhaps not. I would love to have my own kids with my own woman. That would be great. But I'm not as shut off anymore as I used to be.
Don't lower your expectations, bros. People can do mistakes in their life. For example, being with the wrong person, yes. But you have the right to accept their past or not.
I've been getting a lot of questions about advice for single moms for dating. So if you're a single mom, this is the #1 piece of advice I have for you for dating. Just simply don't.
Sister is saying the truth.
When a woman has a child, there's no upside for you as a man coming in and taking care of that child. Because if you get in a relationship with that girl, what's up happening is you have to support that child that isn't yours. You build a bond and attachment with that child. And then let's say the girl breaks up with you, it's going to hurt.
What do you
more.
mean by support?
When the man gets in a relationship with you, he's not just getting in a relationship with you, he's going to have to take that child on at some point.
100%.
So my point is that when he takes you on and that child, he's going to bear responsibility for that child as well. But the problem is that he's not going to have the same authority. He won't be able to discipline that child the way he wants because it's not his kid. So he has responsibility without authority. Responsibility without authority is slavery. So he ends up having to take care of that kid. Let's say y'all break up. Now he loses access to that kid, which he ended up developing a bond with, and he loses you. So it's going to hurt 2-3 times more. The stepdaddy game is an L for most guys.
He is speaking facts here. One day the kid will tell you, "You're not my dad. Don't give me orders." What would you do? Or even his mom will tell you that. You're just a secondary member of the household forever.
Honestly, if I was a man, I would only date single mothers or people or mothers, period. Because
I'm gonna stop you there.
Let me get an explanation to that. I feel like motherhood changed me so much, and although I'm married, I'm not single. It's not because my mental isn't married. You know what I'm saying? My mental is my mental. Yeah. So when I tell you, a lot of stuff about me changed. I value myself more. I value my time more. I don't really give my time and my energy to shit that just don't matter, don't equate to nothing. So if I was a man, especially if I was a man that was older in age a little bit, like Pawpaw, I would literally be like, you know what? I want a single.
Don't fall into these lies, guys. This is wrong. And even more about young single moms. If she is a single mom in her 20s, that's a big red flag. Something is off. At that age, as a man, you want to focus on your business, your career. Don't bring unnecessary problems in your life. Trust me.
Speak, please.
At the end of the day, it's important to have a man in your life. It's really important because of the simple fact that just seeing my son raised without a father, it hurts. It really does. And you know what? I'm happy for you because it's like when you have that situation, you realize that it's like, this is my man, I'm gonna worship him, and this is the family I'm gonna create. When I'm a grandma and I have the whole entire room filled with my grandchildren, that is your real value. And no women really talk about that. Andrew Tate spoke about it here in the podcast, and that's something that he said that I will always hold to me because of my son,
That's the talk of a real single mom. She knows how much it's important for a kid to have his father. I don't know why society value this agenda about single moms being super cool and independent. No, a kid without his father, it's just sad.
I'm going to be aggressive because nobody wants to hear this, because what you want me to say today is actually being a single mother is totally possible. It actually isn't. It was never meant to happen for the human race, number one. Number two, single biggest determiner of whether a mother is a good mother, what do you think it is? This is going to blow your mind when I tell you the answer. Whether they have a supportive partner. The major argument for good dads is actually, can the dad be there for the mom? Because it's like a direct chain is what we see. What you see is that if you've got a father figure, basically, who's supportive to the mother's energy goes towards the children. But the second that she doesn't have that supportive energy, she collapses, is what happens. And then the kids get starved. And we're not actually supposed to be living in a single-family household, so it's supposed to be a lot more support towards mom than just dad. But I'm going with standard societal structure. You are a victim of a society that was never meant to work this way.
Again, she is right. Single household should be a problem, not the next wanted model. Guys, thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed it.